In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to quickly make a front-end form. Uh, Now, because it is going to be a little quick, it will be not necessarily something that would be regarded as A1 in terms of an assignment. So you need to understand that you need to spend some time in making something aesthetically pleasing as well as functional. So here we go. I'm going to create a form design, and then in here you can rearrange the size, and you can do this at a later time as well. Readjust it to a specific size that you want. Might make this a bit wider. And you can put titles on. You can put all sorts of things into a form. Up here, as I scroll across, these are all things that can be put in there. Again, if you hover over these, it will show you what that is. There's a button, there's a label, and there's a text box. Please be careful putting text boxes in forms. As soon as you put a text box in a form in Access, it will think you're trying to relate to a field in a table or a query. So if you're going to actually use titles, you're going to actually write something on the form, it needs to be in a label. So I'm just going to do that right now, and at the bottom right hand corner I'm just going to scroll and just put a copyright sign in, so people can see who it's from. A quick way to get around the copyright issue, if you do that and then bracket C bracket, copy that, and then if you open up Word, there are programmatic ways that you can do this, but I just put comma bracket comma in into Word and press space. Well, it should work. Try that again. Space. It will automatically put that in a copyright symbol. I then copy that and I can now paste that into there, and then there's a copyright sign. If I wanted to change the fonts, I click outside the text box, or the label I should say, click on that so that shows the handlebars, and then you can go to format and change the size and the font type. Now you've got to remember that this is something that is for a professional purpose, so functionality is more important than aesthetics, but of course aesthetics are still important. Can you see how this has cut off the churches now? What I'm going to do is just quickly show you how you can readjust the size of this very quickly. You click on it once and you can see that handlebar. Get that to change to a double pointing arrow, double click that, and that will automatically readjust to the exact width of the label. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to place an image into here. So design, and we can actually put in to the background if we want. There's a couple of ways of putting images in. You can go click the form like that, and I can go to property sheet, and I can actually go to format, and there'll be a background image section. Just excuse me whilst I try to find it. Picture, and then I can click the three dots and then choose where my pictures might be. So you might have saved some pictures somewhere. I've saved one in here. Okay. What I can do is I can say picture size, see how that says clip there. I can actually say zoom so it fits into that area. And now what I can do is I can also put a title in here, Emmanuel College, etc. I've actually already got a picture, so I'm going to actually, there should be an image box here, or picture box. Image. And we'll just see how this fits. Okay, and I'll just put this here. And it'd be good if I could get rid of that white. I could if I wanted to, and you'd probably be expected to do so. I could actually get rid of it by making it transparent. I'm just going to leave it for the moment, however. And what I want to do is give some meaning to it, so I might actually put something here. I'm going to put another label in. And the label's going to be House Aths Trials. And I might want that to look a bit better in the college's blue. So if I click on that once, go to format, choose an appropriate blue. And font. I want to resize that completely to the right size of that. So what I'm going to do is get my pointer to change to that diagonally pointing one and double click it, and that will automatically resize it to there. Now that doesn't look too bad. So Emmanuel College House Aths Tiles. I'm now going to save this form. I'm going to save the form with the prefix FRM front end. We're going to build on this form a bit later, but what we want to do now is as soon as the database starts up, we would like it to open to this particular form. Keeping in mind that when you make your own front end, you may have to readjust the sizes, put more images in. If you ever have to do that, if you ever have to edit it, you can go and double click here, or right hand click and go to design. Any of those are appropriate. Okay, and then you can add things. But now what I want to do is show you how we're going to start that form up automatically. Go to create, and in create we're going to create a macro, and in a macro here we've got a series of steps we can actually tell the computer what to do. So there's two ways of programming in Access. Well, there's actually more than that, because you've got SQL, you've got Visual Basic, and you've got macros. But you can use macros as a quick way to program into your database, and some experts actually directly code in VB. So I'm going to give it a beep, so we automatically know that something's happening. So it's going to beep when it opens, and when it opens we're going to, just in case the computer is slow, we're going to show hourglass. I've just got to remember where everything is. display hourglass pointer, and that all that's going to do is show an hourglass to show to the user if their computer is slow that something is processing. Then what we're going to do is, for my very basic version of this, I'm going to open the form. And we tell it what form we want to open. The view form, you normally want it to open straight away to form view. Window mode or data mode I like to choose. If it's actually just the front end, you don't want anyone to be able to muck around with it in terms of deleting and stuff, I'd put read only. And then I choose maximize window. Now this is up to your own personal preferences. So it's going to maximize the window straight away. And then I'm going to turn hourglass off. This is a toggle field which says yes or no, so you can either click on the combo box and choose no. But if it's a toggle box, if you want to actually go to the other option, just double click. No, that doesn't seem to work with my Mac mouse, so I'm just going to go to no. And then I'm going to close that and then save it. Now this is the critical part. When you save it, you have to save it as auto exec. That is short, and from DOS terms, that is short for automatically execute. Click on OK. Just to see if it's going to work, I'm going to close the database down, open the database up again, and when I open it, it should automatically open that form up. And there it is. Okay, so you give it a try.